Hello students, so I've been doing a bit of work in the background here, and I now have in position my foundation detail here and my walls. So I want to point out a couple of things that you need to watch out for here. One is that this wall shifted on me, and what happens is that because on that insulation upstand that I created, it's a wall, and when walls come into contact with each other, they can link together and join together, and that can do funny things as well. So you need to go back right through all of your walls when you've completed this to make sure that everything is in the correct position. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if I go into my foundation plan, okay, and I'm going to bring up my view range here, and you can see I've set my view range like so. The bottom is -300, the view depth is -300. The cut plane is at 470, and the top is needs to be higher than the cut plane, which is at 500 there. So now let me show you how and why I've done it like that. I have moved my top of found to this level here. So what I did was I just used my align tool, and I went to the bottom of the foundation, align the top. So those of you who are clever have spotted that perhaps that should be the bot foundation. Okay, so that's the bottom of the foundation rather than the top. Now, so I'm kind of square on that. Then there's little foibles like that. Look, that should be a -450. Okay. Right. And one of the things I like to do is, again, on my foundation plan, I'll take my section and I'll move it around. Okay. I'll move it down here, and then I'll just check that everything is in order around there. And you can see that. Look. So I'm going to right click and go select all instances in the entire project, and the base offset of that should be -450, and that should update everything. Okay. And you notice as well that I've got my foundation with the eccentricity at +50, which has moved it right to left, and give me a little bit of a gap there as well. Where there would be a gap there or not, you know, that's a question for another day. Okay, and these are my detail lines that I just popped in for on that section. Now look what happens when I go back to here. I take that section and say, right, I'm finished with you there. I'm going to go back up to your regular position here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is making sure that my grids are aligned. I'm just going to take that one and use my arrow keys to put that detailed insulation graphic in place here, and then I'll align by hitting tab to there, and I'll align that one into position here, and I'll do these two as well. Okay, now that was I put the repeating detail in here just to see if it worked for starters. Okay, I would tend to put the repeating detail in later, and depending on what size section you're going to be doing, whether it's 1:100, 1:50 or something like that, probably not necessary. I like to put them in my building sections as well, because it helps with my coursing when it comes to placing windows and things like that as well. So keep that in mind too. Now, so let's just go back to my bottom of foundation here, and let's just do a little scroll through here. So the graphics should be all kind of similar. Now there's something. Look, those are not joined, or there's something going on there. It is the foundation underneath, right? So I'm going to align this one to that one. Okay, so the foundation slab underneath has come over a bit here. Okay, so I can pick that one up, and making sure that all of these are connected, that they should be, and that's how you get your model correct the whole way through. And it can be a little bit frustrating if in this section it looks great, and then you move to to that section there, or you do a wall section or something like that, and it's not working out for you, well, that's because you've not gone back after you've completed all of the modeling operations to double check and triple check them. Okay. Now, what I want to do here is I want to create a thickening, a slab thickening underneath each of my party walls. All right. Now, there's a few different ways you can do this. I'm just going to show you the simplest way that I think works quite well. So we're going to go up to structure and into wall, and here's our wall foundation. So I'm going to pick that, I'm going to duplicate it. I've one created here called wall slab thick. Let's look at the properties here. So it's 600 wide by 250, and it is 600 by 250, that's what that should be. 250 concrete castles. And again, what I was saying about our notes, concrete slab reinforced with a 92 mesh or something like that. So I'll update that and we're good to go. Alright. Oh, that was interesting. Let me just pop back here. It's using that material there. I don't want to use that material. I want to use the same material I've been using for my slab. That's really important that you don't mix up concrete cast in situ with other ones. If you're going to use that one, then use that for all of your concrete. Okay. Now, so I'm ready to go. So I'm going to go into a 3D, and I'll come in underneath here, right? Okay. Here we go. That's where I want it to be. And I'll just pick the bottom of each of these and put that in place. Okay, now let's go back to my section here. You notice that I went into wireframe mode on that section, so I could see above the slab, or I could just hide that the hardcore and the sand here. Now what I'd like to do is join this one to this one. So what I'm going to do is come over to my modify, and I'll hit my join. And sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to pick one and the other, and it seems to be working for me on the top line there. So pick that one and that one. Okay. Pick that one and that one. And pick that one and that one. Now we've got our neat little slab thickening underneath our party walls there as well.